Modern Turkey was founded in 1923 on the principles of secular, democratic statehood after centuries of empire.
It has been the most turbulent year in a decade of Turkey's political history.
Turkey has set a new course, one that many hoped would carry it into the European Union.
There's clearly a significant portion of the Turkish population that's not happy with the policies of the democratically elected government.
But things have changed. They are changing.
You get clashes erupting, demonstrators throwing rocks.
And what happens next has implications far beyond Turkey.
I took a walk through this beautiful world, felt the cool rain on my shoulder, found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la.
It has been a turbulent year for Turkey. And I arrive in Istanbul at the moment of a critical election. The question on everyone's mind is whether the current president and his ruling party will win a large enough majority to change the constitution, potentially allowing him to stay in power indefinitely. These have been good times for some, particularly in the construction and development business, and fearful ones for others. They are particularly concerned about what happens next, for instance, in the Kurdish parts of town.
Polls are open in Turkey as voters choose a new parliament, which could lead to big changes in the country's political system.
The ruling Justice and Development Party is expected to take most of the seats.
But how much power the president actually has will be determined by the success or failure of the Kurdish party.
The HDP, originally a Kurdish political party, has sought to unite the disparate voices calling for change in response to 13 years of what has essentially been one-party rule by the AKP. So, history, whatever it might be, is about to happen.
Just in the past hour, polls have closed in the country's parliamentary elections.
Voters in Turkey have just shaken up their country's political landscape in a major way. They said no to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and his push for more power over the constitution.
The ruling AKP party did not win the majority its president had hoped for. In fact, they lost seats in parliament. And for the first time, the pro-Kurdish party gained enough votes to earn a real voice in the government.
at the very tip of Istanbul, next to the Black Sea. So the ships that are going by here, they're basically going to Russia.
I meet an old friend, Esra, for my first meal back in country.
I know you like your fish with the head and the tail.
So this is perfect.
I ordered some rakı.
Oh, that's makes me so happy.
Yes, which is our national drink. It is aniseed and...
I am familiar with this drink, all too familiar.
Okay.
Cheers.
Welcome back.
So, since I last saw you, which was 2009. 2009, wow, a long time ago. So Istanbul looks a little different than last time I was here. It looks a little more like every other city.
Yeah. Well, construction.
There seems to be a lot of that going on.
Yes.
Your president likes to build stuff. He likes to pour
Because it
concrete.
keeps the economy going. Turkey is so much politicized since the last time you came. Like, after 2011, the daily life issues like how many children you should have, advising women not to laugh out loud in public, things like this were actually suggested by the government.
Right. Now, do you think this is coming from a genuine ideological, religious place, or is this a political calculation?
I think it's a genuine...
You're telling me that the current leadership is, in his heart, is genuinely opposed to alcohol, women laughing in public?
Maybe I don't feel comfortable answering that question.
Okay. Turkey's most famous politician, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He is the power, and has been the power in one form or another for more than a decade. He is the face of Turkey's ruling Justice and Development Party, the AKP. Erdogan has in recent years made Islamist politics mainstream, and while remaining very, very popular in this extremely polarized nation, cracked down hard on media, political opposition, free speech, and of course, demonstrations. In 2013, the almost revolution in Turkey happened. A protest to contest the proposed demolition of Istanbul's Gezi Park resulted in a brutal crackdown by the police. In response, ordinary Turks, unconnected by any particular ideology, poured into the streets. With the whole world watching on social media, they too were met with force. In the end, Erdogan remained firmly in control, and there were repercussions for many who had supported the protest. From that point on, media, social media, even open discussion of issues or events became treated as hostile acts by foreign enemies. Autocrats in general are not famous for their sense of humor. So it's no surprise that comedians in Turkey, like Denise and her fiancé Kaan, walk a perilous line. Are these good times to be a comedian in Turkey?
It's definitely one of the best times because our former prime minister is my support for living.
We don't use the names, we just call him the greatness or, you know.
I guess they are running finals.
The finals.
Yeah.
But all weight classes. But it's basically Greco-Roman wrestling. Just they're greased up. As I understand it, you can't choke with two hands, only one.
Yeah.
But you can just slip your hand
right down into some greasy ass crack.
and grab whatever.
That's okay.
You find.
Tell me something. I want to know what are the rules of the game.
Turkish oil wrestling. A big freaking salad covered with oiled men in leather pants, giving each other spirited and prolonged reach-arounds. Oh, geez. Can we get rights to the Barry White Greatest Hits record or Diana Ross Love Hangover? Or is that too obvious?
I like to be respectful of ancient tradition, but I mean, the jokes write themselves. And they have what? There's like ropes inside or handles or... Where do I get a pair of those pants? Those are some super freaky pants.
And did you see the golden belt? It's good too.
Well, look, it's gotta be, because I mean, the pants are awesome. Imagine
Yes.
what the belt looks like.
Yes.
Allah Allah! İllallah! Muhammedur Resulallah! Hoş pehlivanlarımıza!
Does he stop yelling at some point?
Coşkuyla alkışlıyor, hoş geldin diyoruz kendilerine.
The announcer called Jazgır.
Yeah.
And in slang, Jazgır means the person who talks too much.
Benim mimarı,
It's too loud.
güreşlerimizin tertip komite başkanı.
It's time for political ads.
Coşkulu alkışlarınızla her meydana davet ediyorum.
What's changed since your last visit?
Obviously, the mood has changed a lot, which is weird because everything seemed to be going so well. Things seem to be getting more tolerant.
Tolerance level is so low these days. People taking sides, don't like the other one. These people don't like our kind.
So what happens if someone doesn't like your joke? Somebody in a powerful position does not like it. What happens?
Depending on the degree, how much he doesn't like you, how much he's offended.
Let's say he's really offended.
You go to jail for being, you know, terrorist or
Aiding and abetting the enemies of the state.
yes, enemy of the state. Being an enemy of the state is the most common thing you can do right now in Turkey.
Koşa koşa görmüş olduğunuz
Yer meydanında kimse kalmasın arkadaşlar. Güvenlik. Koş güvenlik müsabakalarında. Yağcı arkadaşlar.
They are asking for more oil.
More oil, like immediately.
Abdullah Güngör. Samsun Lanet. Büyükşehir Belediyesi'nin pehlivanı Fatih Bakır. İstanbul.
Building boom or building bubble. Architect and city planner Murat German has been capturing Istanbul's construction boom with his camera. He employs a unique method of compressing panoramas to create a striking reimagining of cityscapes, reflecting perhaps more of the reality than a straight photo could.
I've been following what's happening in Istanbul because it's my hometown. And what's happening is that the new government is basing the supposedly booming economy totally on construction. So what they did is they started to build high-rise housing, shopping malls and roads and all that, but not necessarily buildings that are related to the making of culture. So all this construction is related to consumption.
Well, are these spaces needed at whatever income level? Will somebody be living in these buildings?
That's a very good question. I'm asking the same question.
First things first.
Yeah.
We'll save the world later.
This is pide, by the way.
Yes.
And it's like the Turkish version of pizza, let's say.
Pide has some similarities. I mean, there's cheese in it, dough, but it's more like a calzone, maybe. I don't know. It's an efficient delivery vehicle for, in this case, ground meat, cheese, and onions. A not-so-little torpedo straight from, I was going to say Flavor Town, but no, that would be wrong.
I want to see what you do with this. I want to see how you eat this. And what do you do with that? Will you dip in the egg? Pour it in? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Cholesterol bomb, we call it.
There's a remarkable lack of sentimentality about really one of the most uniquely glorious looking spaces anywhere. Why don't they care?
I agree. There's a lack of sentimentality, and there's also a lack of vision, I believe, long-term vision. We have very short-term visions, mostly based on money-making.
When people look at the work you do set in Istanbul, what do you want them to see?
First of all, I really value the sustainability of a particular culture. I want my work to show, hey, look, this is what we had. I think we are already losing it, so why don't we stop here and maybe consider doing something else?
Perşembe Pazarı, long home to tradesmen, Greeks, Jews, and Armenians, groups whose populations are these days a tiny fraction of what they once were. This neighborhood, like many in Istanbul, is slated for redevelopment in the name of urban renewal.
Wow. Oh, look at that. It's a lot of food.
Cesar and his family have been running a restaurant here for nearly 20 years.
The way that we make the food, it's our own language. That's the whole idea about it.
So, the family's Armenian?
Yes.
Is the food Armenian?
This is my mom's food. Whatever we eat at home.
Authentic esnafs, or tradesmen's restaurants, are getting harder and harder to find. Most are family-owned businesses, the kind of place where you can get a classic home-style meal of traditional dishes.
You're clearly romantic. Do you think there's a place in modern Istanbul for romantics? Or will they slowly be crushed by modernity?
Almost all the protesters, they were in that Gezi. They were romantics. They killed those people. They used real guns, but they will still continue to protest, nothing else.
So, what's the future of Armenians in Turkey? Will there be more Armenians in Istanbul in 20 years or fewer?
Of course, it will be less.
Less?
Yeah. Yes.
This turn towards a more conservative, more Islamist, is this a political calculation, or do you think this is genuinely how people feel now?
It's the way that people feel now. Because of the way that our dear president, the way that he talks, it's not only a political issue, it's the reality itself. I don't know what he has in mind, our president, but somehow he let people fight with, hate. But I believe that hate will be, it will make our end soon. That's what I'm afraid of. That's why I'm telling you that young generation, Armenians, they will definitely leave this country.
Wow. I hope you're wrong. I mean, I'm not really an optimistic person, but I hope you're wrong about Istanbul, because it's an amazing place.
I hope you will be the one who's right.
Allah, give me help and not crash my car. Not today, maybe tomorrow. I have to pass this bus. If I don't pass this bus, no!
It is a long-held belief that if you want to know the real deal, what's really good about a town,
What a life.
if you want to know where to find the good stuff, you ask a cab driver.
Özcan bak oğlum bak. Sen de çık televizyona. I don't know, wrong way, right way, life is life, wife is wife, take it easy.
I don't know if that's true. Not in my town, anyway. But in Istanbul, I know a cab driver. My old friend, Ihsan.
Hello, my friend. Good to see you, my
after
brother.
all those years, to meet you again.
What a coincidence.
What a nice. I love that.
How are things in Istanbul? It looks very different. They're building stuff everywhere.
I don't know what happened, but a lot of hotel, a lot of shopping center open, more restaurant open, more disco open.
More discos.
More disco.
But I thought this is a conservative government.
Government conservative, but people, and they have to shake, they have to drink. Life too short. Abicim bura olmaz ki oğlum, yolun ortasındasınız ya. Manyak mısın lan? Most people ask me, did you make any accident? And I say, yes, I killed 2 people, 3 people, hospital. And when I pass cemetery, I say, this is Ihsan's section. They are scaring. Really? How can you ask the taxi driver, did you make any accident?
Right.
Again, we cross the Galata Bridge. I love here. Look at this city here. Santa Sofia there, Topkapı Palace there, New Mosque, Süleymaniye, Golden Horn. I love this city. Yee-hoo! Come on, everybody! Ihsan is get crazy! Taxi driver is nice job. I love this job because you meet every time new people.
Right.
And on the way, you never get upset.
Right.
Basır! Ankara gücü! Lan kim tutar seni? Bir daha kamerayı nerede bulayım oğlum ben? Haklısın yavrum. Aslanlar gibiyim bugün, neşeliyim. I wish I dance, but I dance belly dance. What a man! Come on. Ah! Everybody say this is not normal. I study about Ottoman, how to read, learning Ottoman languages. When you ask why Ihsan to learn this, because I want to read history, original.
Right. Probably not while driving, though.
Yeah, but I'm not driving, but the traffic already stopped. Allah'ım ya Rabbi ya. If I talk too much and you're boring and I go. Take another taxi because I talk too much. Arkadaşlar ben buradayım. This is my home area.
Oh, yeah?
Here.
You live in this neighborhood?
Yeah, we call this area Lokanta.
So this is a local favorite of yours, this restaurant?
This restaurant I know since 30 years.
So it's cow foot, tripes.
Tripes.
Very nice. That looks good. Man, this is just delicious. Are the young people more conservative or less conservative?
My daughter married religious person, and she has a scarf. Another daughter, young and 18 years old, short and modern. They walk together. One is scarf, one is not.
Right.
Maybe one day you invite me to America and I will be making
Done.
belly dance on the American main road, shaking my body.
I think probably get arrested for that.
The voice of Istanbul. I've had at least 30 names from New Rome to Istanbul. Now they say I'm between the East and the West, an identity crisis. Mine or theirs? Enough of this nonsense. Take the labels off and just look at me. You won't need a guidebook. Like all cities, I have my own sense of time. I'm a labyrinth of layers that only makes sense without a compass. If you're hesitant, not sure which way to go as you walk about, follow one of my cats. They would lead you to places, introduce you to people, point out secrets they keep even from me. They, more than anyone, are the longest continuing residents of the city. A challenge to those who see the future in my past. I'm an obstacle for those who see only the future. I see change with the patience of centuries. Look at my silhouette from the bridge on the Golden Horn. Time has not passed me by. It has protected me. I ask of you the same.
An hour ferry ride and a world away are the Prince's Islands in the Sea of Marmara. Gündüz Vassoff and his friend Seyra Yilmaz have invited me for lunch.
Actor, translator, philosopher, poet. Are these good times to be a poet in Turkey?
It is actually, because it's a way to bring down the noise, in a way. Because so much words are exchanged, especially in heated political discussions.
I have become very used to and fond of this drink, by the way. Maybe too used to it and too fond of it.
They used to call it lion's milk. And a famous Turkish poet is known for saying, "I wish I could be a fish in a bottle of rakı."
Seyra prepares a traditional spread of meze. Turkish meze are an extremely tasty, very diverse assortment of dishes originating at every corner of the former Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans liked to eat and entertain, and they employed armies of cooks to dazzle them with ever-changing menus, variety being key. Circassian chicken, fava beans, rice with mussels, eggplant, stuffed grape leaves, poached eggs with yogurt, all classic and all delicious.
What shall I give you? A few of everything.
Yes, please.
Yes. I'll put some, or maybe I could give you some chicken already.
Make room for that, I think. Here we go. Wow, it's really pretty. Am I getting a distorted picture of Turkey by spending all of my time in Istanbul? It's very different than the rest of the country, yeah? How different?
But I think in Istanbul you have all the different parts of Turkey also.
What does it mean to be Turkish? What do you think?
Seyra, are you Turkish?
Yes, but it's not my fault.
Man, this is so, let me say, this food is extraordinary. I mean, really, really, really amazing. But when I was here last, it was a very different mood. Now, at least, the tenor of the things said by the government are increasingly ugly and intolerant.
And you've got this social activism that's very unusual. Certainly the government is sort of appealing to traditional Islamic values. Whether it's for show or not, there seems to be some reevaluation of how much of a party town do we want to be.
These days, the powers that be don't like it. And
do they genuinely not like it, or are they appealing to a political base?
no, it's populism. It's a political base. And lots of people, of course, play along, saying that they don't want to drink, etc., because that's the way you get your contracts, that's the way you get things done.
But I mean, nationalism seems to be working internally.
Yes.
Nationalism and xenophobia, it's a vote getter almost anywhere.
Well, it's a vote getter, but it's a vote loser as well, in the sense that there's so much backlash.
What do you think's going to happen?
It'll get back to normal.
Do you think it'll go back?
Oh, yeah.
Walking down Istanbul streets, it's easy to forget or not take seriously the slow but certain change in attitude towards this kind of freedom. The right, for lack of a better term, to party. The AKP is in power because a majority of voters put them there. Their attitudes, for better or worse, reflect the attitudes of a great number of Turks.
All right, now.
This is Nuri, a Turkish businessman.
I'm glad we met you because you are an AKP supporter. You vote for AKP.
Yeah, I did.
Right. Why?
Before, economy was so bad. No foreign investment. Interest rates were so high. Inflation was about 100% per year. So it's very hard to make business in such circumstances. In 2002, I had 70 employees. Now it's 250.
Since I got here, I've been talking to a lot of people who are very upset about the environment. They're upset about the destruction of old, beautiful buildings. To a great extent, they do not like what much of the world would call progress. So when you saw people running out in the streets and demonstrating, what was your feeling?
They said they went there for the trees. They went there for the environment. But at the end, they were together with the terrorist people. We have to accept Istanbul like this. We got nothing to do. I cannot change it. No one can change it.
No going back.
50 years ago, they could do some things, but not now.
You're not sentimental about the old neighborhoods, the old...
No. I got used to it.
This is a party town. This is a nightclub town. The impression is that there's some ambivalence there. 10 years from now, will we be able to come to this bar or a bar like it and drink lots of gin drinks and misbehave? No problem.
No problem, I think. It's still a party town.
Right.
We drink hard.
So it's all about money.
It's all about money. Everything is all about money in the world.
Who will be Turkey's bestest pal internationally? Which way are they looking? To the east or the west?
East, Russia, China, Iran, and the Arabic countries. Because West, Europe, is getting weaker and weaker day by day. The next 50 years, it's going to be the era of the East, not the West.
Mm-hmm. So these notions of like freedom of the press, these are not Eastern concepts.
No.
No, I mean, they're not.
No.
Okay, I'm going to ask a tough question. Is freedom of the press overrated?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So overrated.
You think tightening up on the press is a sacrifice that you're willing to make for a good economy? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but prosperity for the majority.
It is. It's the same all over the world. It's not typical for Turkey.
Right.
That's life.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, this is a really bad idea. Okay. Cheers. Na zdrowie.
Zdrowie.
Hey! Şey... Fazla şeyler kaldı. Hi.
That's of course. Good to see
Welcome
you.
to our park.
Oh man, I'm glad I haven't eaten yet. That is pretty awesome looking.
So have you ever had Turkish breakfast before?
With you. I love that you even do eggs in the park. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. This place is called Abbas Ağa Park. It's one of the last remaining parks in the vicinity. Since 2013, people have been gathering here in what we call forums to talk about their ideas for different, how can I say?
Debates, chats, different people gathering here at night after work, and then talking, trying to find solutions, right?
We didn't have any other place to go, so we came here.
Why is it so important?
I think it's not just for us, for future residents of Istanbul, right?
This space turned into a space of politics, a space of hope against this system, which seems to be like impossible to break, actually.
Is it impossible to break?
No, not now.
It was impossible a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago it was impossible. So you're feeling optimistic.
The hope is the revolution, you know? If you lose your hope, then there's nothing to do.
I think the tide is turning.
But for if we compare Arab Spring and Gezi Park things, I mean, in the Arab Spring, they are protesting against a dictatorship. But in Turkey, I think we can say that there is democracy.
Esra and her friends, previously unlikely to have known, much less come to like one another, were brought together by circumstances.
Have you been gassed?
Not that much, but yeah.
By gas, are you talking about pollution?
But I also...
Tear gas.
Oh, tear gas.
When you are getting gas together, you really connect through life or death situations. You hold each other and run away together. It was a very actually emotional thing for me. Because all my life I was taught to keep away from different types of people. Like I never had a Kurdish friend. I never had people around me were all like me. And I was lacking so much richness in my life. Thanks to Gezi, I saw everybody is the same.
People learned the real democracy in Gezi. People learned to speak without
like
prejudices.
Tear gas connecting people.
Tear gas connecting people.
When you just run away together.
Democracy is always a fragile thing. 92 years ago, modern Turkey was assembled from the fragments of the Ottoman Empire. It has always struggled to find a balance between those in power and the consent of its widely diverse population. Since the filming of this episode, Turkey's newly elected parliament failed to form a coalition, and President Erdogan quickly called for new elections. At the same time, he's revved up military action against Kurdish opposition forces in both southeastern Turkey and across the border in Kurdish Iraq. Many claim that he effectively plunged Turkey into conflict in a bid to take advantage of an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty and improve his party's chances of success. This is not an unreasonable assumption on anyone's part. Fear works. Fear gets votes. The opposition had hoped that the tide was turning. It remains to be seen if they have any reason to hope. I will never be young again, or any younger than I am today. I will never be faster or more flexible. I will never win competitions against 22-year-old wrestlers in my weight class. I will never be a black belt. None of those things will happen, but none of that matters anymore.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la.
San Francisco is changing. We all know it. You can't stop it.
Were you born here?
Yeah, both generations of my grandparents from San Francisco. On my dad's side, we came out for the gold rush. So we came here in the 1850s.
Author John Birdsall grew up in this town, and he's a close observer of the changes happening here.
You know, when I first came into San Francisco, I was making all the same sort of tired jokes that everybody from New York who comes out to San Francisco the first time makes. You know, I thought it was all like sort of granola and politically correct. And in fact, that's really, nothing could be further than the truth. Right? San Francisco's like a righteously dirty town. It's good, it's grimy. You guys have actual street hookers in the center of town. You know, it's a two-fisted, heavy drinking, 3 martini, big steaks, heavy smoking, old school 20s mentality town still.
Yeah, still, but it's vanishing. You know, Google is not too far from here.
According to many locals, the whole character of the city is being leached out by an invasion of tech people, a flood of tech money. It's the triumph of the nerds. Out with the old, in with the new.
No place epitomizes that better, perhaps, than where we are right now.
Yeah, you know, I tell anyone to come and meet me here, my friends, and they sort of laugh at me, you know, like Sinbad. But it's this thing that doesn't really exist in San Francisco anymore. It's not self-consciously divey, you know? It has this kind of faded glamour, kind of worn out, it smells kind of sour.
Sinbad's. Lost in time, yet its time running out. Living out its last stand on San Francisco's Pier 2. just south of the hordes of neckbeards and man-bun vapors buying artisanal drip coffee a few hundred yards away.
I mean, my mom used to come here, you know, she used to be like a secretary. So it was a place that catered to unglamorous office workers. And those are rare and rare.
Is the relentless wheel of history going to roll over this place? Or,
Yeah,
or what?
I mean, it will eventually roll over this place. I mean, the location is too good. It's one of the best views in San Francisco.
A last drink or two before the grinding wheels of the apocalypse churn through, leaving what in their wake?
They want to put a ferry terminal here, is that right?
Yeah, they want to build a fancy ferry terminal. Young people coming here now in the tech industry are sort of like insulated from the culture of San Francisco. I mean, since the Beat Generation, or even since the end of the Second World War, people came to San Francisco in their 20s to do a very specific thing. San Francisco is a place where you can have an acid trip and sort of see that all the stuff you thought about yourself is just kind of bullshit. And even though culture is changing, and even though it's horrifyingly expensive,
right,
there's still something like that exists in San Francisco. You'll always have that. San Francisco will always make that impression on you.
San Francisco was built on toughness. It's a boozy town, a saloon town, red meat, sex, and dearth. Every morning, 7 a.m., I'm here. And for the next hour or 2 hours or sometimes more, I am just getting crushed. Humility. Jiu-Jitsu gives you that in spades. In 1914, Mitsuo Maeda, a master of judo and prize fighter, emigrated to Brazil. He befriended Gustavo Gracie and ended up teaching his sons, Carlos and Helio. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and the USC, it all goes back to the Gracies. My home academy is Renzo Gracie in Manhattan. I'm telling you this because the whole reason I'm doing another show in San Francisco is actually to train here, Ralph Gracie Academy, one of the toughest and most notorious.
That's it. So now pass it.
And most admired, to a great extent because of the relationship between the terrifying Ralph.
Ralph Gracie looks at you like he's got a problem. Those eyes are menacing.
And this man, Kurt Osian, a beloved figure in the jiu-jitsu community because of his remarkably honest and unvarnished Move of the Week videos.
So he gets stuck in a side control here, and he gave the guy underhook. Bro, you up a long time ago. It's so bad now that you're gonna have to work really hard. Oop, a scoop, up, in, to my knees, head up, getting side control on the other guy.
When you see an MMA fight, when they strike, it's usually boxing or Muay Thai or karate. When they throw or trip their opponent, it's judo or wrestling. But when it hits the ground, you better know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Object: to choke your opponent or lock one of his extremities in such a way as to make them submit. I do not want this, getting my guard broken. That's bad. It sucks. There's full mount, armbar, Ezekiel choke, rear naked choke, bow and arrow. Then, as they say, my choices become very limited. It's tap, snap, or nap.
Grab his pants, now start to rotate towards yes, and extend your arm. Put your head up, no, don't lift him up. Put your head this way, extend this arm. Yes, pass it. Okay, it's a little bit tight, so you can always adjust it.
Thank you, brother.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm an old school guy. I'm sentimental about some things. Nautical-themed restaurants, puppies, and places like this.
I'm fully aware of the fact that, and I can hear it already. It's like every show you've ever done in San Francisco, you come to Swan Oyster Depot. Yes, that's correct. True love cannot be denied.
I need a counter with some familiar faces on the other side.
Good morning.
Let's see, what am I having today? I'm having the crabback, of course.
I'll get you one.
I need a cold draft beer.
I deserve this beer. Been eating healthy. I'm like a real housewife of New York City. I drink only vodka, you know, because it's like low carb.
And I need shellfish.
Like that. Whoa, Mika. Look at the size of that one. Here it is. That's the crab bag.
Dude. I guess somebody throws this away. You know, they tear the legs off and eat them, and then throw this out. Stupid people. All that good stuff, the brains and fat and magic. It's like unicorn juice.
Swan Oyster Depot, a touchstone in my worldwide wanderings, a happy zone. If I read about myself dying at this counter, I'd say to myself, that was one lucky guy.
Sweet. Nice little plate of crab leg. Maybe a little Louis on the side.
Oh, I guess. Oh, man. So good.
All right, Tony, here you go, babe. You got Kumamoto's. I got local tamales, Miyagi's.
So I should eat these before training to give me superhuman strength. On the other hand, coughing up oysters all over the front of my gi would probably not be cool.
The Bay Area is changing forever. Will San Francisco's new overlords find a place in their hearts for this? Trader Vic's, one of the last of its kind, started in Oakland, one of a wave of tiki-themed Polynesian fantasy restaurants, bars, and nightclubs that for a time spread across America.
I definitely need the drinks menu. I've been beaten like a chicken fried steak, you know?
Why? You were doing some sort of martial art,
yes,
were you?
Yes, I want the Mai Tai wave.
What's the Mai Tai wave?
It's a flight of Mai Tais.
Really?
It's like a surfboard with 3 different Mai Tais.
Not many places left that do this. Very few do it without irony.
This is not the first time you've been here.
No, I practically grew up in this place.
Really?
My parents used to take me from like about age 3. It was like a home birth at Trader Vic's.
Author Sean Wilsey grew up in San Francisco. His parents were regulars at the original downtown Vic's. I used to drop acid and go to Hawaii Kai, so this kind of thing is a taste of my childhood, too.
Oh, yeah.
So cool. I got sent to boarding school when I was a teenager, an East Coast boarding school where everybody was like, oh, you're from the gay bay. And it was really difficult to just negotiate being from San Francisco. I would lie and say that I was from Napa because I was embarrassed, you know? Yeah. I was at like a hockey school in Massachusetts. And I was gonna get hazed for being from San Francisco.
Okay, so San Francisco for you as a kid was...
I just remember all sorts of factions. Like there were all these skinheads and skaters, because that was like from the teenagers' point of view. But then there were all the old hippies and like the slightly older beatniks, and everything was really cheap. I mean, I don't think San Francisco has become an expensive rental town until maybe like the last 10 years.
Okay,
I love it, sort of this pan-Pacific.
Well, they have that like weird kind of tandoori Japanese Chinese oven.
Right. Really good.
Oh, really good. Do you want that rib?
No, go ahead.
I'm taking it. Okay.
I mean, the narrative you're hearing from a lot of people here now is the evil techies are coming, driving up rents, pushing out the mom and pop, you know, restaurants.
Well, that's kind of a true thing. That's actually...
So it's the people everyone hates is Google now, right? Google and Twitter. And...
They're really hated. Yeah. I mean, by certain people.
Right.
And of course, like, outside of San Francisco, it's like they're heroes, you know, they changed the world. But
yeah, we like them fine.
Yeah, I Google things. It's legitimate.
Yes, I Google things too.
I do. It happens, right?
But look,
Excuse me.
I mean, go Google. They have their own buses, which is so apparently a bone of contention for people.
Well, it is. Yeah. I mean, the buses
Why?
are.
Is it in?
I mean, I do know.
I mean, apparently, like, if you work at Google or at Twitter, I mean, lunch is like, freshly made frittatas, and there's some Italian housewife making burrata for you. There's someone making kale smoothies. And I don't have any problem with it at all.
I don't really either.
No?
I genuinely don't have a problem with that stuff at all. I think the only point about like the way a city is changing is you don't just want to screw up what's cool about it.
Right.
Like the city has a personality. It feels like kind of a seedy, old school American city, Do you just want to do the same everywhere you go? I think the San Francisco we're in right now is a pretty nice city.
It took me 6 months to be able to handle the warm-ups back at my home academy. And for a long time after, I just pray that somebody would be more out of shape than me. The warm-ups at House are legendarily tough. They're proud of it, lasting in some classes, they say, a half hour and beyond of ferocious and unrelenting interval training.
8, 9, 20.
You go a block over and you're in Alamo Square, and that's like where the Full House houses are,
Right.
And it's super high-end real estate. But we're on Divisadero, which like 5 years ago was sort of like the hood, and it's changed a lot over the past 5 years. This is 4505 Meats, and they started off, like Ryan would be out on the street outside of a bar with like a Weber grill, grilling hot dogs and hamburgers. And he built up his business. The reputation as like the best hamburger in the city. And then he opened this place. It's really good.
Wow.
So this is a little bit of everything. Our presidential platter. Jalapeno cheddar sausage.
Yes.
So our francaronis, macaroni, chop up our hot dogs we make inside.
Oh, that's wrong. I want it. Yeah.
Ribs.
Yeah.
Brisket, chicken. This is from the whole hog we were cooking earlier. Beans, potato salad, coleslaw.
Life is suddenly very, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Wow. How long have you been in the restaurant business total?
17 years now.
You have become, reluctantly, I'm sure, sort of the poster boy for the beleaguered, victimized by evil tech money, an example of what's happening in San Francisco as a whole.
Yeah, there's definitely good guys and bad guys, and there's lots of people that have come in now that haven't paid any dues, and they can open something right away, by dropping $4 million into it or something.
Right.
Over the course of 5 years, Chef Richie Nakano built his pop-up restaurant, Hapa Ramen, into a beloved local favorite. Then he made a deal to open a brick-and-mortar Hapa. With that money came expectations. And only 4 months in, the shit hit the fan.
You're a month into a restaurant, you're not gonna make money. And that's when the trouble started.
You were a year into the restaurant, you're not making money.
Yeah.
Who makes money in a year?
Yeah, 30 days in, and we were already sort of facing those sorts of things.
The money wanted to make some changes. Richie did not. So he left, and the restaurant he created vaporized with him.
At the old space that we operated out of, they're doing a vegan brunch there now.
No way. Oh, it really is the perfect story of evil triumphs over good.
And I think that's the problem with the city right now is there's a lot of people that have the means to open a restaurant, and they sort of open formula restaurant,
right.
It's safe. And anything that does interesting food is going to get forced out, and it's just going to be a town full of Chipotles.
These two lovely ladies, here your coffees. Thank you. You're welcome.
All the way over. Extend your arms. Stay low, stay low, stay low.
Now, when you're a white belt, especially a 59-year-old white belt, facing younger, stronger, far better competitors, you don't go out there looking to win. You go out there to learn how to survive. If I can hold on, break their posture, give them something, anything to think about before they choke me out and I have to tap. The changes are not just happening in San Francisco. Across the bay in Oakland, gentrification is met with, one would think, a starker history of resistance. This, after all, is where the Black Panthers were born. Bobby Seale was a founder of the Black Panthers, a critical figure in Oakland history. And here at Miss Ollie's, we get a taste of the shiny, new Oakland.
The Black Panther is the type of animal, if you push it into a corner, it's going to try to move out your way. And when you keep pushing it, sooner or later it's going to come out that corner. So I said, that's like black people, we just pushed in a corner. We came up with the Black Panther Party. I said, we're going to take a position on self-defense.
The Panthers were viewed by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI, anyway, as pretty much public enemy number one.
They sold the Panthers as the enemy using, well, essentially your own imagery of strong black men holding weapons. But internally, what the FBI and Nixon saw as the real threat from the Panthers was the
popularity. With the killing of Martin Luther King, my organization spread across the country. It went beyond the Black Panther Party.
The Panthers' aims were, by today's standards, shockingly moderate. Equality in education, housing, employment, and basic civil rights. But the image of black men with guns was too much for the America of 1966.
Right after Nixon is sworn in, I got the Watergate tape. Now, J. Edgar, you got to get rid of these Black Panthers for me. I mean, what have you been doing? How you doing this now? I want you to move and get rid of these Black Panthers. Man, it's just been sworn. This is the President of the United States.
Raids are launched on Panther strong points around the country. The arrests are many.
The FBI did everything they could to eradicate them.
The Panthers said that police had broken in and killed one man at close range as he slept.
The dismantling of the Panthers was brutal. Everybody agrees illegal. I mean, it was basically an assassination campaign coupled with murder, unwarranted arrests.
We had no charges, nothing. And they created, through their counterintelligence program, everything that happened to us.
Are you happy with the level of black activism in the country now?
I like the level of activism that's gone. And Black Lives Matter movement is very, very important because there's a bunch of young, intelligent youth running this operation.
Do you think the good guys are winning?
What?
Yeah, I mean, you look at it the way the country is right. Do you think the good guys are winning?
No, the bad guys, the Koch brothers.
The bad guys are winning.
Tea Party and all these right-wing idiots are so far winning. Young people have got to go out there, and they got to be progressive enough, not only to end police brutality, but to create frameworks and demand and know. These are the kinds of things that has to happen.
Manchurian cauliflower. It's Indian Chinese, basically like General's chicken made with vegetables. It's one of our most popular dishes. It's vegetable candy.
Juhu Beach Club in a strip mall in Oakland's Temescal neighborhood. An unassuming but utterly delicious new addition started by this woman, Preeti Mistry.
Oh, so good. So good.
Thank you. So I know you've been to India a bunch of times. So maybe you've had a bhel puri. It's a puffed rice salad.
Yes, yes, yes.
So what we do, because we're in Oakland, we serve it in a ball jar. Tamarind chutney, cilantro chutney, pickled cabbage, pickled onions, fresh green garbanzo beans, puffed rice, and the chickpea noodles, the sev.
Oakland now, in terms of like artists, and chefs has basically kids who have been priced out of San Francisco. It's still possible for a place like this, which is basically funded by Preeti and her wife, to open up. I mean, in San Francisco, I don't think it's really possible anymore to do that. You know, you need like big investors. You need lots of funding.
The food is both familiar and uniquely her own.
Chili paneer is one of my favorites. This here has bok choy, braising arugula, and amaranth leaves, none of which would traditionally be in a chili paneer.
Does authenticity have any meaning or relevance anymore at all?
I mean, like I would say our food is not traditional. Is it authentic? Hell yeah, it's 100% authentic. But saying it's not authentic is saying that my experience is not authentic, that being a person of Indian origin who grew up in the United States is not authentic. I grew up eating Indian food, and I grew up eating pizza and hamburgers at the same time.
So tasty. Something we struggle with in New York has always been, how do you value Indian food?
Yeah, totally.
The expectation is that you will get delicious, authentic Indian food cheap, super cheap.
Yeah, our food is not cheap. You know, you look at the Yelp reviews or whatever, the biggest thing is always somehow we're overpriced. You know, $19 for a curry. Like, do you know how to make a curry?
Yogurt marinated chicken simmered in a curry made of onions, bell peppers, chilies, and garam masala.
All right. This is our Meze chicken curry, so braised on the bone. Fenugreek leaves, butter, fresh red peppers in there.
That's totally delicious.
And then this guy right here, you're gonna wanna cut it open.
All right, we got to get the camera in over my left, right here. Prepare the incision. Whoa.
What some people say, oh, it's an Indian Scotch egg. Well, guess what? We invented the Scotch egg. They didn't invent the Scotch egg.
No doubt.
So what we've done is we took a duck egg, cooked it, kept it soft, wrapped it in lamb, and then the sauce also has braised leg of lamb in it.
Wow, really extraordinarily delicious. So this is a positive thing.
Yeah, I think this is a really positive
This is the kind of change we like.
This is the kind of change we like.
I believe that any place that serves delicious food is on the side of the angels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Extend your arm. Your other arm. The arm around his neck goes long. Like this.
Did you see the vacant lot across the street? That was San Jose Chinatown.
Right.
And it was built in 1887.
That was first.
That was first.
It was a Chinese community first.
Right. 1890 was when some of the first Japanese arrived in this area.
South Bay, San Jose. Not much going on out here other than world domination by a small group of tech companies. But on a happier, less paranoid note, San Jose has one of the last 3 remaining Japan towns in the country.
Who were the first Japanese to come over?
Students, laborers looking for a better life. In traditional Japanese families, the first son inherited everything. So generally, it was the second son who would get nothing, who would come over. And when the first Japanese came here, one of the places they would stay at would be Chinatown, because you would have an Asian community. They would be able to find food that was similar to Japanese food, and kind of there'd be a camaraderie.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kurt Fukuda grew up in the area, and his family, like thousands of other Japanese Americans, were interned in camps during World War II.
In the beginning of the 20th century, there was a lot of anti-Asian prejudice.
There are too many. They're
Right.
taking our jobs and the usual.
Some of them are buying our land.
Things got really bad for the Japanese, of course, after Pearl Harbor. It was an internment program.
So they had a list of all the names.
Right. Kids, too.
Yes.
Everybody.
Children, too. They all had to go walking to the train station in downtown San Jose. My mother did say that at the beginning, before they were put in the camps, they were brought to assembly centers while the camps were being built. And their assembly center was the race track at Santa Anita. So she said they were actually sleeping in horse stalls.
What happened to their property?
Some of the people found Caucasian friends to look over the property while they were gone. Some of the Japanese actually dug holes and buried the possessions, hoping that if they come back,
they could dig it up.
They can dig it up, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, that brown gravy.
Yes.
Oh. It's sort of a hybrid of American dishes, but with Japanese ingredients.
Yes. This is your typical Japantown restaurant food.
I think some of the heartbreak of the internment is that this was really pure Americana. Okay, the faces were Asian, but the businesses and the feel was, it was Mayberry.
Right.
You know?
And this was a Japanese-American community.
Right.
With an emphasis on American. The Japanese are actually a minority in this community now.
How Japanese will it be in 30 years?
Ah, that is the question. I don't think it's good for anything to just kind of remain frozen in time. 30 years from now, Japantown is going to look very different. And if it looks like it does right now, then, we're talking about a very stagnant community.
It's all hips.
You've been in the restaurant business now in San Francisco area how many years?
26.
Basically, you've been feeding well-heeled people for much of that time.
A whole life.
Daniel Patterson is the chef of one of the great Bay Area restaurants, Qua. Top of the fine dining world. 2 Michelin stars. But in 2014, he and chef Roy Choi of LA's Kogi Empire decided to embark on a revolutionary, probably foolhardy, and entirely selfless new enterprise.
But what are you up to now? What are you doing?
Well, we're starting a fast food ring. I mean...
Why?
It's unbelievable that in our country, so much of it, we've just decided it's okay for people to eat garbage, basically, processed food. The Tenderloin, the area that we're going into, is traditionally the worst intersection in the entire city. Most drug arrests, most homicides. The most vulnerable populations in our country are being fed the worst food, consistently.
Local intends to address all those problems, creating a fast, casual food business that's actually good for the world.
So this is Roy calls awesome sauce. Tomato, onion, garlic, a lot of olive oil, gochujang. And then scallion relish, just grilled scallions and lime. Veggie burger dressed exactly the same way. If you're like I am, the word veggie burger will strike terror into your heart.
Yeah, it makes me violent, actually.
This will not make you violent. It will make you happy.
Wow, I'd totally eat that. If you didn't call it a veggie burger, I'd be all over this.
Yeah.
So fast, healthy, and affordable.
Yeah. So $2 to $6.
So you're not going to get rich off this venture?
We'll make money.
You think you'll make money?
We have to. Just because something hasn't been done doesn't mean that it can't be done.
Saving the world is one thing. Making sure that my San Francisco mentor gets something to eat other than acai is another priority.
This happened from, I grabbed this guy's collar and he broke my grip this way and my finger went here.
I'm pretty sure Kurt Osiander hasn't eaten at Qua before.
My finger broke inside my 16-ounce glove against my head. That's how hard this guy punched.
Wow.
Not everybody likes to get punched in the face really hard.
Right. No.
Patterson's signature dish at Qua, the beet rose with yogurt and rose petal ice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This one disappears quickly.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you.
Well, it's pretty.
Oh, it's gonna be good, man. Oh, this is great.
Watch the barbarian eat really fancy food. Oh, that looks
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah.
Egg yolk, poached in smoked oil, creme fraiche, chive, California sturgeon caviar. So the egg yolk, when it's raw, it's actually fully cooked. It's kind of a custard texture.
Beautiful thing. Thank you, man. I'm gonna love this.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'll take 8 more of those. It's really good.
Zach, why is there only one?
Right. Born and bred San Francisco area?
Yes.
Jiu-Jitsu for how long?
Since '93, since before the first UFC.
What was the preeminent martial art of the time?
I think it was probably karate.
Karate, right?
Right? Chuck Norris was big then, right?
Right.
So it was like kick people in the head kind of thing.
Yeah, look at that.
Cherry tomatoes, peel. Sauce underneath is grilled zucchini and wheatgrass. A lot of herbs and flowers on top. Everything I grew myself in my house.
Well, that's killer. Excellent.
Do you eat carbs? I mean, generally speaking,
Yeah.
you just eat a full whatever?
I can eat whatever. My guys are trying the all bacon. I'm all bacon all the time.
All bacon all the time? Yeah, that can't be good for you.
No. Scheiße.
It's good.
Let's. Miss, so sorry.
That's okay, and thank you for calling me Miss.
I'm not even buzzed.
Wild king salmon wrapped in yuba with charred cabbage and dried scalloped ginger sauce. Seared spot prawn with sorrel and new onions.
Wow, this is awesome.
Is that meat?
Oh, yeah.
What is it covered in?
Beef tenderloin encrusted in lichen with coastal spinach, chanterelle mushrooms, and bordelaise.
Yeah.
This food's so good, man. So good, yeah.
It's a taco.
Yes. So black sesame mochi bun with
Oh, sweet.
strawberry, kumquat, and shiso.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great. Oh, this is great. Most of the people we've been talking to on the show are complaining about the fact that San Francisco is becoming too clean. Real San Franciscans can't afford to live here anymore. And that they're being supplanted by rich techies who are crushing the original heart and soul of what made San Francisco awesome. You're not seeing that.
I think the pushing out of the trash, is good.
That's good for the jiu-jitsu business, for sure.
Oh, I'm 95% white collar. My tech guys are really dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Especially my lawyers, man. I got some lawyers.
Really?
Oh, they're meaner than.
Yeah, they would be.
Yes, exactly.
Here's the thing about jiu-jitsu. In spite of the fact that people are trying to basically choke you unconscious on the mats, that you're scrambling for your life in a sea of sweat, it's a remarkably and refreshingly testosterone-free zone.
We're good, yeah. Now decapitate me.
High-fiving, for instance, is just not done. One would never celebrate or brag about a submission. Even a fist pump and a yes would be considered inappropriate. Win or lose, you thank your partner and shake their hand. It's a douche-free environment.
This has been a very crazy week, Dad. Last night they took me to this crazy restaurant where they give you really small food. It was good.
Yeah, it's good, yeah,
But then as soon as I got home, I made a sandwich. 'Cause I was so hungry.
Kurt's having a barbecue.
Yes. Chicken hearts on. And this is why I end up on Monday smelling like barbecue and my gi. And they're like, why do you smell like barbecue? Because I was hanging over the fire all day. As long as my hair doesn't light on fire, I'm good.
And as he spent a fair amount of training in Brazil, he's making a big pot of feijoada, the country's national dish.
Dude.
Oh, man, look at that. Oh, yeah.
A slow-cooked stew of beans and pig parts.
I grew up eating like every piece of the animal there is because if you're starving, you will eat whatever there is on the table, right?
Plus grilled chicken hearts, tri-tip, and sausages. Gotta have sausages.
Do you like it like that? Raj?
Love it.
Me too. I don't like overcooked meat.
No, we can't have that. That's just wrong.
The food is ready.
Yeah.
Here you go, bro.
Oh, wow.
Want to open that Macallan?
Oh, hell no. I'm going to go class tomorrow. You kidding me?
I'll drink that whole bottle and I'll train with everybody.
I know, but that's you. You're the guy who trains.
You
for 15 hours.
too. As soon as I started doing jiu-jitsu, it was like, it hit a part of my psyche that was like, okay, it's challenging. It's more than like brute force, and you have to think.
Right. See, I was always the guy, like, if you were an old lady who hired me to shovel your walk, I would do half of it, and then I realized, oh, this is too hard. And I'd say, F this, and I'd just disappear. Honestly, I cannot think of another thing in my life that I attacked with such regularity and with, I mean, I've been steadfast.
It's not a matter of if you're good enough. Sometimes it has to deal with maturity.
The old tends to get run over by the new. That's how it works. Whether it's San Francisco invaded by a new generation of people with different priorities, or a 59-year-old man grappling with a bunch of younger, fresher, tougher, and hungrier bastards. But I don't know. I like to think there's hope. At least hope that every once in a while, the old guys will have a good day.
No.